Welcome to Seminar 1 in the Nesting Pairs series. We're going to be looking over the coming weeks at a new bidding system that hopefully, if you and your partner master it, is going to raise your game. The Nesting Pairs series is based upon the standard American bidding system. So we're going to start off by looking at the differences between standard American and ACOL. Standard American is also known as the 5-card major system. When you open a minor in the Nesting Pairs series, we're going to be looking at you opening your better minor, and that means whenever you open one club or one diamond, you're promising your partner 3 or more cards in that minor suit. When you open a major, so 1 heart or 1 spade, you're now going to be promising your partner 5 cards in that major suit when you open at the 1 level. And we're going to have a new point range for 1 no trump. It's going to be a strong bid, a strong opening bid of 15 to 18 high card points. This means that when your partner opens their better minor, to give support to that minor, you're going to need 5 cards because your partner's promised you just 3. You are going to need to be careful about reversing on your rebid if you hold both minors. Reversing or going through the barrier is one of the most difficult topics that's covered at the beginner level, and it can take a while for that bidding to bed in. So we're going to start by just revisiting the barrier or reverse bids to make sure you're confident on these. If you remember, when you have a minimum hand of 12 to 15 high card points, you can't rebid your second suit past the barrier or past the rebid of that original suit. And it's quite a difficult concept to get your head around when you're new to the game, but if you remember, you need to think as though you're going round the clock. So if your opening bid is 1 club, you go round the clock to your rebid of 2 clubs, you can't bid a suit beyond that 2 club bid unless you have 16 plus points. Let's have a look at an example of a rebid in the minors. On this hand, you've got 14 high card points, so you've got a minimum hand. Your better minor here, which means either your longest, or if they're of the same length, literally your better one, your better minor. On this hand, you're going to open the bidding 1 club, because clubs is your better minor. Your rebid here is going to be 1 no trump. You can't rebid 2 diamonds. Can you see why? If your opening bid is 1 club, the barrier is 2 clubs. So if you open a club and your partner, for example, answers you with 1 spade, well, 2 clubs is your barrier. If you go beyond that barrier and bid 2 diamonds, you would be promising your partner 16 high card points, which you don't have. So here your rebid is 1 no trump. On this hand again, you've got 14 high card points. You're going to open this with your better minor, which is the diamond suit, so your opening bid is 1 diamond. Imagine your partner responds 1 spade. Well, here you can safely mention that second suit of clubs and bid 2 clubs. Why? Because if you've opened 1 diamond, if you go round the clock and reach 2 diamonds, can you mention that second suit before you reach that barrier of 2 diamonds? And the answer is yes, you can. So you can bid those 2 clubs ahead of your barrier of 2 diamonds, shows your partner you've got 2 suits, and says you don't have 16 or more high card points. On this hand, you're going to open the bidding with your better minor here, which is your clubs, your longest suit. Here, when it comes to making your rebid, can you mention those diamonds? Well, yes, you can on this hand. Why? Because you've got 16 high card points. So here you're opening 1 club, we go round the clock to 2 clubs. Can you mention that second suit of diamonds? It's past that barrier of the rebid of your original suit. But yes, you can, because you can rebid 2 diamonds, showing to your partner that you've got clubs, you've got diamonds, and you've got 16 plus high card points, which accurately describes your hand. If you want to rebid a minor because you have extra length in the minor, you're going to need to have 6 of that minor unless you hold a void or a singleton in the suit. On this hand, you're going to open the bidding 1 diamond. And here you've got a very safe rebid of 2 diamonds because you've got 6 cards in that minor suit. On this hand, you're going to open the bidding 1 diamond. That's your bet minor. Imagine your partner responds to you 1 spade. What's your rebid going to be here? Well, your rebid is 1 no trump. Why? Because you can't rebid 2 diamonds. You don't have a 6 card suit. And if you want to mention those diamonds again with just 5 cards held, you would need to have a singleton or a void in an outside suit, which you don't have here. You can't rebid 2 hearts. You might wish to mention that major and let your partner know you've got 4 hearts, but if you were to mention the hearts in your rebid, you would have gone through the barrier. You would have done a reverse bid past your 2 diamond rebid, and you would be promising your partner 16 points, which you do not have. So the correct rebid here is 1 no trump. Have a look at this hand. Here, if you open the bidding 1 diamond, imagine your partner responds to you 1 spade. What's your rebid here? Well, you can bid 2 diamonds here. Why? You've only got 5 of them, but you have got a singleton. And so a rebid of 2 diamonds confirms you've got a minimum hand and you hold more than 4 diamonds. Can you mention those hearts? Well, once again, no. If your partner has responded 1 spade, if you were to mention the hearts, you would be going 2 hearts. That would be past the rebid of your original suit of diamonds. It would be a reverse bid and promising 16 high card points. You don't have 16 points, so you can't do that reverse bid and show your partner the hearts on this hand. The correct rebid is 2 diamonds. So the key difference to remember if your partner opens one of a major, so 1 heart or 1 spade, is that you can support your partner with 3 cards because they're promising you 5. So as long as you've got 3 cards in that suit, you've found a fit. And if your partner rebids their opening major bid, it means they're promising you 6 cards in the major. The opening 1 no trump bid is now going to be strong, 15 to 18 high card points, and we'll spend a lot of time in seminar 2 having a good look at that bid. It means that when you rebid no trumps, it's the opposite from the ACL system. So in Standard American, a rebid is showing a minimum flat or balanced hand. So for example, if you open 1 diamond, your bet minor, your partner responds 1 spade. If you now rebid 1 no trump, you're saying to your partner, you've got between 12 and 14 high card points and a flat and balanced hand. And that's pretty much all there is to it when looking at the difference from ACL to Standard American. So let's presume you're all now experts in Standard American. And what we're going to do now is look at our second topic, which is on the law of total tricks. So, what is the law of total tricks? It's a tool for competitive bidding, and you use it when both sides are competing in the auction. If you have enough points to bid slam or game, then bid those as normal. The law of total tricks is only for use in part score competing auctions, and it's important to remember that point. In a competitive auction, you are best advised to bid to the level of the number of trumps held by your side. So, if you and your partner hold 8 trumps, then you should be bidding to the 2 level. If you and your partner have 9 trumps, to the 3 level. And if you've got 10 trumps, up to the 4 level. Why those levels? Well, If you were in a 2-level contract, you'd need to be making 8 tricks, wouldn't you? And if you were at the 3 level, you'd need to be making 9 tricks. So it's really adding up the number of trumps between you and your partner and converting those into tricks, and you then bid to the level of the number of trumps you hold between you. If your opponents only have 8 trumps, don't let them play at the 2 level in the auction. Push them up. So even if you've only got 8 trumps between you and your partner, push your opponents up to the 3 level. But what you never want to do is outbid your opponents in a competitive auction if they've gone up to the 3 level and you've only got 8 trumps between you and your partner. So you're going to have a new mantra to learn about the law of total tricks, and it's this: 8 never, 9 ever. And what that means is you should always be competing for a 3-level contract over their 3-level bid if you have 9 trumps between you and your partner. But you're never going to outbid your opponents if they're already up at the 3 level and you've only got 8 trumps. So never go 3 over 3 with an 8 card fit, but always go 3 over 3 with a 9 card fit. There are 2 situations when it might be wise to proceed with a little more caution when applying the law of total tricks. Firstly, when you've got lots of high card points in the opponent's trump suit that they're bidding, then don't bid to the normal law of total tricks level, perhaps bid 1 less. The second situation is if you are vulnerable. If you're vulnerable, shade your decision with some caution in case you get doubled. The object of the law of total tricks is not that you're going to make your contract at the level you bid, but that you should come out with a profitable score against your opponents. So you going 1 light is better than them making their contract. And if you're vulnerable, if you go 1 light, you're usually going to be better off than them making their contract. But if you are vulnerable, of course, if you go 1 off, doubled, it can then get a bit more expensive. Another time to use the law of total tricks is increasing a preempt. So if your partner opens the bidding, perhaps using a weak 2, or makes a weak jump overcall to the 2 level, saying they've got a 6 card suit, be prepared to raise that to the 3 level with 3 card support and to the 4 level with 4 card support, because if they've got 6 cards and you've got 3, that's 9 trumps, so 9 tricks, that's up at the 3 level. Be prepared to raise the preempt. Same at the 4 level. If you've got 4 cards and your partner's just shown you 6, don't be afraid with 10 trumps between you of going up to the 4 level. It doesn't matter how many points you've got, the idea is that you're getting in the way of your opponents and you can potentially come out with a better score. So that gives you an introduction to the standard American bidding system and to what for some of you may be a new tool, the law of total tricks. The hands to practice with and the notes to help you are all on the Cambridge Bridge Club website. So good luck with practicing your new bidding skills. We'll be advancing much further in Seminar 2, so this is a gentle introduction, and don't think it's going to be this simple throughout, because we're going to be stepping it up when we come to Seminar 2. Good luck, have a good practice at these 2 new bidding systems. Happy bridging.